Says Sefer Shoftim, we're up to chapter 10, Perek Yud. So after Avimelech dies, we spoke about how he forced himself as the leader, and all of Gidon's sons died except for Yotam. Yotam cursed Avimelech and his people. They'll have civil war, and they did have a civil war, and that's it. Avimelech dies. So now, who's the new leader? Yotam didn't want to be the leader. At that time comes a person of the tribe Issachar. His name was Tola ben Puah. He was a ruler for 23 years. He was related to Avimelech, but he was very holy. He had nevuah, he had wisdom, and ended up being from the mother's side. He was related to Avimelech, but he was really from a tribe of Issachar. After Tola ben Puah, we have Yair HaGiladi. Yair HaGiladi was Yair ben Menashe, very wealthy, 30 sons. Each of them had their own city, and they even have the famous city Chavot Yair. Chavot Yair was named Yair's villages, which shows the status of Yair and his sons. They each had names. Cities were named after him. So, very, very righteous person, and ended up being that the Bnei Israel still did evil in the eyes of Hashem. So he ruled for a while. But still, they're doing all different. They were still doing 7 different types of avodah zarah at that time, and they did not serve Hashem. And then Hashem gave over the Jews in suffering to the Plishtim, Bnei Ammon. 18 years they're suffering with these goyim, and they disgraced and humiliated the Jewish people. It was the worst time. Chazal tell us it was the worst time during Sefer Shoftim for the Jewish people during this time, where the Jews served 7 different types of avodah zarah. Now, Hashem told the Jewish people, don't say you didn't sin. I saved you from Mitzrayim, I saved you from the Emori, I can save you from Bnei Ammon and Plishtim, but you have to do teshuvah. What did you do? Instead of crying to me, you cried to your avodah zarah. So Hashem says, you know what? Go call your avodah zarah. Let the avodah zarah go save you. You know, don't stop pretending to be close to me. Go let your avodah zarah save you. And obviously, their avodah zarah didn't save them. So therefore, they confessed, they did teshuvah, and they davened to Hashem that Hashem should take away from them the judgment. He should have mercy, and ended up being they removed the avodah zarah, and that's what gave them the ability to fight these goyim. And they ended up being that they removed from themselves the ruling of the Plishtim and Bnei Ammon. But the lesson we learn from here is that first step of teshuvah is azivat hachet, is stop sinning. We could ask, I don't get these Jewish people. Hashem makes them suffer because they did sins. Hashem sends them a shofet, he sends them a leader, and a navi, tells them to do teshuvah, they do teshuvah, again, they fall in the same trap. Again, avodah zarah. Again, the Plishtim make them suffer. Again, they have to get another shofet. How stubborn are they? I don't understand. Can they get the point already? So you have to realize that they did teshuvah, but they didn't fully leave the chet. The first step of teshuvah is the zivat chet, stopping to do the sin, which means there's 2 ways to stop doing a sin. Meaning, there's a person who stops doing a sin because, okay, you know what, I shouldn't do it. You're right, I have to stop. But he didn't really remove from himself the desires. And for example, let's say a person learns how disgusting smoking is, right? He sees a lung, how black it gets, how much tar, and how much goo goes inside your body. He gets disgusted. He says, unbelievable, this is what I'm doing to myself. Never. Disgusted. So he'll stop smoking, but he'll stop smoking because he's disgusted by it. He changed his mentality. The guy who stopped smoking because, listen, you gotta stop smoking. Oh yeah, you're right, it's not healthy, okay. So he'll stop smoking, but deep down he's like, I really want to smoke. I really want to do it. So the question is, when we do teshuvah, how do we do teshuvah? Do we do teshuvah, oh yeah, okay, you know what, you're right, I have to stop doing this sin? Or do we really change the way we look at it and make it look like it's disgusting in our eyes? So the Jewish people, they did teshuvah, they were religious, but they didn't look at avodah zarah like it's disgusting. They didn't change their outlook. So therefore, that's why they keep falling again and again into the same thing. So therefore, Hashem is telling them, you have the first step of teshuvah is to change your mentality, change the way you look at this action, and realize why it's bad, and then you'll really be able to stop. And azivat hachet means you stop and you don't go back to it. You don't fall back into the sin. You have to constantly remind yourself why you changed. And the second lesson we learn from here is that look what Hashem says. Hashem says, oh, you do avodah zarah? Okay, let your avodah zarah go and save you. Let us go see what your avodah zarah can do for you. And how many times? What did Avraham Avinu prove to his family and everybody about avodah zarah? He said, "Oh, he broke the avodah zarah. He put the axe in the hand of avodah zarah, and he said, "Oh, this one killed this one." And they said, "What? Are you crazy? With this avodah zarah cannot kill the other one." So he says, "So why do you guys serve it? Why do you guys believe in it? It's a joke. You guys don't understand how silly this is." So what happens today? A lot of times people have a test. Should I do what the money says? Should I do what the Hashem says? Mincha, business. I don't know. Wake, stay late at work and miss kollel in the evening, or come home early and be able to make it to kollel. Do I leave shul early because of work, or do I stay and learn and then go to work later? All these judgment calls. It's a avodah zarah test to serve the money or to serve God. And the guy who chooses money consistently over Hashem eventually says, okay, they're more important. Let the money go and save you when somebody's sick. Let the money go and save you when somebody's off the derech. Let the money go and save you when something happens and the money can't help you. Things you can't buy, priceless, right? Hashem says, let the money go save you. And then we realize the hard way, chas v'shalom, that we need Hashem in our life. And that's the lesson that Hashem was teaching the Jewish people in this chapter. That don't think and don't rely on these things all the way, because Hashem will show you, okay, let it go take care of you. Obviously, you're going to need me, you're going to feel me. But next time, we're going to start speaking about Yiftach HaGiladi. And Yiftach is one of the greatest Shoftim. And then after that, we get into Shimshon HaGibor. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen, amen.